And welcome to Nile Cruise. We have the pleasure today of presenting with us today in the show the pop singer, famous renowned pop singer Hisham Abbas. Hisham Abbas is an Egyptian pop singer best known for his hit song Habibi Da Nari Nareen, religious song Asma Allah al-Husna, among many other successful hits. It's worth to mention that Asma Allah al-Husna is a very famous song for Hisham Abbas, and in each wedding here in Egypt, before and after the wedding ends, the song is always recited, and all the people invited in the wedding love listening to the song. And Hisham Abbas was born in Cairo, Egypt. He was later enrolled in the American University in Cairo and graduated with a major in mechanical engineering. Abbas's career bloomed later on to release several songs. He became popular in early 1990s with successful hits like Wana Wana Wana, Ta'ala, yeah, and Shufi, and his most successful hit, Habibi Da Nari Nareen, as I further said, featuring the Indian singer with him. He currently has more than 10 solo studio albums to his credit. He received a number of awards, whether national as well as international. And we have the pleasure today to have you with us on our show, Hisham Abbas.
Hello,
how are you? It's a great pleasure to have you actually on our show.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy and I'm proud to be in the Nile TV, and I'm so excited actually.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's very obvious from what Rana has said that you're very smart and clever. You have done very impactful songs throughout, and they were very deep. So as she mentions, every wedding will be having your songs, and you're focusing on songs that is also in critical phases, like Egypt is calling you, for example, Masr bit Nadik. So tell us a little bit about the strategy behind this. Does it come by nature? Are you having any sort of strategy behind this?
Strategy behind the song,
selection of the songs, yes.
Or the selection of the whole song.
In general, the songs that has the impact and lives long-lasting songs.
Actually, I consider myself as a singing is still a hobby for me. Yeah, I don't consider myself a professional because I love singing since I was very small, and I used to sing in school, and I used to sing at home with my family. My uncle was a doctor, but he had a keyboard, and he used to compose songs for us, and we used to sing at home and make small shows for all the family. And me and my sister and my cousins, we used to have so many songs at home. My dream was to become an engineer just like my father. And we always talked about this, that I'm going to be an engineer. I have a good voice, yes, but I have to be dedicated to being an engineer.
I have to stop you here because I have some news to share, or maybe history. Hisham Abbas used to sing while he was working, so yes. My father-in-law used to work with you, and you were singing back then.
Actually, there were times when my producer, I used to make songs for a band called Americana Show. It was from me and Alia Saleh, and we used to sing Arabized songs. We used to get the song like Susanna, Susanna. We sang it Morgana, Morgana, and we used to sing other songs like Magdalena, Haqiqi Bukralina. We Arabized the songs, yes. And it was one of the things that Americana Show as a group, we used to do it together. Yes. It was nice. It was not at that time popular for all the people, but it was popular on the A and B class, but the educated people. But we had a good amount of fans. And when I was introduced to Hamid al-Sha'iri, and he was doing his song Jaljali, Jaljala, yes. And I was working as a sound engineer at that time. as I agreed with my father, I'm still an engineer.
I'm sticking with engineering.
I'm an engineer, but I'm going to work as a sound engineer.
That was like an escape plan, I guess.
Yes,
so
and he was so happy with this because he came and visited with his friends a number of times, and he was so proud that I'm still an engineer.
Sticking with engineering.
Yes, I'm singing, but I'm an engineer. And when my first hit came out, Allah Sallim Hayalak, and it was the first real hit that came out for me. Hamid was the one who composed it. And
Hamid al-Shaeri.
Yes.
How did the reunion between you and Hamid al-Shaeri happen? When did you first meet him?
I was working as a sound engineer in the studio, and he was coming to shoot some of his clip.
He was then a very famous singer.
He was a star.
He was a star.
He was a
really?
mega star before. He used to come to our university and sing, and we used to clap, and Hamid is coming. And when he came to the studio at that day, and they came and told me that you have to leave the studio because we're going to shoot some shots for his clip, Jal Jali, and he came with his guitar and he started singing. And then he saw me. I said, "Oh, you are Hisham for?" Oh yes, okay, stay with me. We're going to have some shots with us, with me in the clip, and that's how we met.
Really?
And we started dancing to his song in his clip, and then after he finished shooting, he sat on the piano and he said that he made a song for his father, and he started singing Allah Salim Halak, and I started singing it with him, and he said, okay, why don't you take it and sing it? Okay, that's just
Sounds
great.
great.
That's lovely.
Sounds like a
Very
great
nice
plan.
of him.
It's
Let's
very
do it.
kind of you to give me a song for the first time when we meet.
This guy is amazing.
Yes, and we made the song, and it was the hit of this album of Americana Show. And then after that, I continued on working as a sound engineer, and I recorded some albums for Hamid and for other people, Simone, Aida Al-Ayubi.
While you were in the studio as a sound engineer?
Yes, there were so many people coming to record in the studio, and I was working. Then Tariq Kashif, my producer, he told me, he started, telling me that, it's good to be a sound engineer, yes, but you are a performer. You are a real performer. You have this
talent,
character where people loves to see you sing. You make them happy. You give them a good feeling. I was scared, and I left the whole thing, and I went to work in a factory with Mr. Shazli at that time, and.
Yes.
In a factory, having so many machineries and sell these big machines for factories, but I couldn't go on this way. I came back to the studio at night.
You were singing there, so
yes. I came back to the studio, and I told him, okay, I'm ready. I want to do the first album, and we agreed that the first album I'm going to do it with Hamid. And it was the first album and he sang with me the song Halal Alik. And the album had so many other songs like Habbetha, like Yammul Ayun Al-Hilwa.
Hisham, can you sing us part of any song of the ones that were with Hamid al-Shaeri?
let's start with the beginning.
Yes, there's a song.
One of the ones that you started with that was your launching, the song that was a reason for your launching.
Actually, the album had 10 songs at that time, and there were hits in this album. Halal Alik was a hit. Bayya' al-Hawa was a hit, and Yammul Ayun Al-Hilwa
and Habbetha that you sang in Africa as well.
Yes. حبيتها محلاها العود وعنيها السود محلاها العود وعنيها السود حبيتها يا حلاوتك وانت معدية يا حلاوتك والخطوة رقة وحنية يا حلاوتك Actually, this song was a. And
yeah, it was. It belongs to our generation, and everybody was like used to love it because
yes, and
it gives
thank
a
God.
sense of loyalty also.
Thank God, it's still a hit up till now. I'm
true.
still singing
Yeah,
it everywhere in all the.
When you sang it now, it rang a bell. It is.
Really.
Hisham, I want to point the viewers' attention to a very important thing that you always do. You were one of those that participated in the song "Tislam al-Ayadi," which was a very a national song made specially for the events that were happening then. And then when the Egyptian Economic Development Summit, the event was happening, you didn't hesitate to make a song especially related to this event. I think that you have this Egyptian national patriotic. Yeah, you're very and you like this. You like. I feel you like doing this because you love doing it. You're not just doing it because you just want to add to your fame or anything. How do you feel when you're doing these things? Because you're always part of it. And I used to see you personally in Maidan al-Tahrir at the time of the 30th of Revolution.
Yeah, remember?
We used to go together, yeah, and you used to always sing songs and we used to recite after you.
Yeah.
So I feel you really have this patriotic
sign.
Yeah, you do have it. Could you tell us more about this, please?
Well, I love my country and I love Egypt. I love the people. I love the streets. I've grown up in this country, and I really love the people too. I believe that the people, they really need a big chance to show how good they are and how really educated they could be if they have a cause and they have a leadership. At that time when we went to Tahrir Square, we had a good leader coming out. We wanted to stand behind, and we were very happy that he was there, and the military people were doing a great job for the Egyptians at that time, and we wanted to show the whole world that this was not a coup. It was what the people really wanted, and we were the one who urged our military people to stand for us and to really do what we really want, to help. We really believe that it's going to be good for us and for the country, and it's my job and it's my duty to sing. I mean, I sing. I sing for love. I sing for humanities. I sing for tourism. I sing for sports, and I might as well sing for my country, for good causes, for patriotic reasons. That's why I wanted to show that by me joining all the others, the song Tislam al-Ayadi, it was so quick.
And how did you join?
They just called me. Would you come and sing a part in this song? I came out, and there were so many strikes at the street at that time, and so many chaos is happening, and I just went to the studio, and I met Hakim, and I met Khalid Aggag, and I met Yahya al-Bustani. He was the producer actually, and I met Mustafa Kamil, and he was the one who composed the song, and he wrote the lyrics, and we started singing together. It was a lovely feeling. It was something out of this world. Actually, it's just like a dream, because the song was made for this period of time, for this cause, and for what happened, and this was what the people felt towards the Gish, the military,
the army. Yes.
The army. This is what we really. Tislam al-Ayadi.
Can you give us? Can you sing us, please, part of the song?
Yes.
تسلم الأيادي، تسلم يا جيش بلادي، تسلم الأيادي، تسلم يا جيش بلادي. افتح كتاب تاريخنا واحكوا للناس دول مين، قول يا ابونا وقول يا شيخنا، يعني 73 اللي ردوا لنا اعتبارنا وربك كان ليهم معين.
Lovely.
Thank you for that.
Hisham, how did you get the idea of relating the song of مصر بتناديك to the economic conference on the spot as well? Because the day the people were arriving from abroad, the people that were coming to attend the summit, the invitees actually, it was when I was on air that day, me and she joined by Sharif, and we were also presenting your song,
Really?
مصر بتناديك.
Ah.
And you, yes. So how did you get this quick idea as well?
Actually, President Sisi, when he sat with us before he got elected, there was a big meeting for all the artists and all the media people and all the actors and singers and composers in a big hall, and we all talked and we all said what we really wanted and what he really wanted from us to do, and I couldn't talk at that time because there were so many people talking, so many actors, and Fatr Hamama, rest in peace, and Adil Imam, Ayman Bahgat Amar, many people were talking, but I couldn't talk because, you know, I needed to hear him. But then we all stood up and we went to take a picture with the president, with the presumed to be president at that time, and I told him that I'm going to do a song each and every time he takes an action.
Really, I never knew this.
Yes, I'm singing, and I'm going to do my duty. I'm going to do what I do best. Is that I'm going to make a song each time. There's a cause for this song, when you need a song.
But you actually wrote this song, and you wrote it in English. And it was
Yes,
your
I
first
wrote-
time to write?
Yes, I wrote English.
Yes, you wrote the song.
I wrote
the
so
whole
many
song.
papers to get this four verses actually.
But that's intelligence, because that was my first question to you, is that you select the moments where you come up with the songs that make
Yes,
the impact.
before the summit, before the
so you're
economic
doing that on purpose.
conference. Yes, before the conference, we were sitting together, friends with Dr. Muhammad Abu Shu'a and other friends, Amr Mustafa, and then he said, I think you should do a song for the conference, and I told him, yes, we should do a song, and
Why not?
and I waited for 3 days. Kida, maybe someone will take an initial to do a song.
Nobody took the initiative.
So I said, I'm going to do the song, and I have some newly rising artists. They are youth. They are 20s, 21s. They are nice guys, you know. They write and they compose songs. So I wrote them. I told them I want to make a song. And how do you feel about the conference? We want to invite people, invite investors to come and bet on Egypt and stand by and
The
to see
message,
their money going somewhere good, and to be sure that they're going to have good times and good investment in Egypt. And so I just left them 24 hours, and they came back with the song, with the words, with Arabic words, and then we started doing the real composition of the song, composing of the song. Actually, the composer name is Bilal Surur, and the one who wrote the Arabic lyrics is Shadi Noor, and the one who made the music for this is Hani Rabia, and they are very good people actually. And then came the part that I have to write the English words, and I have a friend. He's French oriented. He's French educated.
So you're bilingual.
And he came and sat with me, and we started writing the French words.
French,
and
yeah.
his mother was the headmaster of a French school too. So she helped us to
Write the correct
Tantusriya,
words.
yes. She did a good job. His name is Midhat Kirdani, and he wrote the French
Part.
version of the song. Actually, we did this all in 3 days, and we shot the song in the what is the Smart Village.
Yes.
And we did it very quickly because we wanted to reach, to be there when the conference is here. And then the PR, they reached Mr. Dr. Mahlib,
Yes,
the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
And he invited me to his office, and he saw the song and he heard and he
We
then
saw a picture of you when you were with Mahlab, actually.
yeah, it was just
everywhere.
wonderful to, you know, to see the outcome.
Yeah.
Yani very fast actually. He said we thank you very much for doing this song, and I hope all the actors, all the
Singers.
artists and singers, they do the same. They don't wait for someone to give them anything. They just do, and
Because
they will see.
you're investing your time and efforts for a cause. You've made it clear at the beginning.
It was worth it, actually.
Yes.
It was really worth it because he when we were sitting, he gave all the CDs to the man in charge and told him, I want this song to be in the airport and to be in all the hotels in Sharm el-Sheikh and the Egyptian airports, and for the foreigners to listen to and to know how much the people love Egypt and how.
And it was everywhere, all over Sharm el-Sheikh. I heard,
Alhamdulillah.
even in the airport, it was over there.
Alhamdulillah.